Hello everyone, random guy here, and I got a random vehicle. This is my friend NOWTHEONE, someone I'd seen in game a lot, so finally said hello to me and said, hey, want to try this? I do! And this is his Blockboy. He says this is his main vehicle right now. So let's be a toxic doctor and make fun of it, shall we? Whee! Yeah, because that's what we do. So, yep, it is blockchain. It's a really decent weapon, and if you didn't know, it's had kind of a shady past of not doing really anything unless parts were heated, but what it does now is it takes off frames and grills. Now that is pretty powerful. Yeah, so it can be really deadly in battle as if used properly, and there's also a whole lot of cons which I will talk about. First of all, these frames do have to be exposed in order for you to shoot them off, and grills, so they will shoot armor before they'll get to the frames, but when they do, boy, they come off. Very, very powerful. They have to be very low to the ground to do this, obviously, and there are a lot of constraints when built. They're huge. If you put them side by side, you might notice how they really don't function very well. Even like this, they are just not going to turn. They're going to trip over each other very easily. And let me be honest, it does seem to work. Let that be a theme. This thing works. It definitely does. I've tried it in battle. It's his main vehicle, so it does actually work. I will pick apart things, I guess, for philosophy purposes to show how I don't really like it. Not because it doesn't work. It does. It actually does. So it does have that kind of spaced armor kind of a build, which I don't really like, but there's a whole other art and science to it. So he has these spaced armor on the sides. He really takes care of all of his wheels, which normally I'd say don't do, but he only has 4 wheels. So yeah, 4 wheels is a big liability. I can see why he'd want to go through extra pains to take care of them, and take care of them he does. These big parts on the side are only set up by a couple of armor bits. 1 crutch, 2 crutch, and the whole thing is gone. And down here he's rocking a generator and a fuel barrel. This is so bad. It didn't actually explode when I played it, but if you want to explode, this is the way to do it. Now the power score is pretty low. Is that 6.5 around? So it's not bad, but once you run into incinerators, porcupines, this whole thing blows up everything. Bam and bam. So that kind of hurts. He does have this ampere. Yipes. It is an explodey for sure. But he armors it up on the sides, which is not really terrible. He has this bit over here, this grill, which doesn't do anything. So something I notice on people's builds, you do have grills for no reason, but grills have a pretty high PS. This is 133 for one part. That doesn't really, it passes damage through itself into whatever behind it. They don't really do what you want it to do. I'd put a bumper or armor if you want to do that. Bumpers are fine. Put them down here. That's actually okay. So there's that. He's got a Colossus, and now here's the next point. This is a wedge that's not a wedge. What I mean by that is it has a Colossus to have that power to push into somebody. It definitely has these spikes in the front that would act like a wedge. It does have the higher wheels and back, so it slopes. It definitely wants to wedge, but if you want to wedge, the first thing you're going to do is damage this first blockchain. Damage it, gone. Like, that's just not really what you want to do. So either be a wedge or hide the blockchain, man. That's really not so ideal, but you want the blockchain low. So I'm not quite sure if it can really function the way you want it to function. So that's kind of an issue that I have. Yes, you can do ram damage, but you're not really gonna wedge, and that makes a lot of this build not quite set up properly. Other thing is, these blockchains are different levels, so this one is a little bit higher. It's not easy to get the frames as much. And this Aurora is really tricky. I don't know if I like this Aurora. No longer does blockchain do more damage to heated parts than normal weapons would. No, so you don't need an Aurora at all. Now, what I find in gameplay these days, I do like to shoot and run away. And the Aurora can do this, the blockchains can't. It's not bad to have a weapon doing that, but if that's the case, don't do Aurora, because it just doesn't do enough damage. Maybe it kind of flags the enemy for you, which is not bad. Other thing is, you have a Colossus synergizing with blockchain, but nothing synergizes with Aurora. It shoots for a very little bit and then overheats. Got no radiators, nothing else. I don't want it either, so yeah, Aurora doesn't quite fit here either. And you have a Growl, which is the word. I hate the Growl. It just has the lowest HP of most cabins of its class. But you know what? I did an experiment. and I said let's try no Jenny and no Growl, and let's try an Omnibox, so at least that helps for the reloading and the cooling, but that significantly increases the power score. The other thing about this is the crazy use of bumpers and melee bits, and guys, please do take note of this. This is a general building tip. I don't quite know what, you kind of get mixed up with which one is for what. So this medium thorn is not pass through, it's not a bumper, it's actually a melee bit. You want to ram with this for some damage. It doesn't really do anything for this build. And up here, same thing. You think this is a bumper, it's not. It's just kind of protecting this. It doesn't really. One shot and this is gone. The next shot is the frame. Doesn't really, I'd rather have armor or bumper. So that's really kind of weird placement. There's a bumper for the frame, I understand that. These two bumpers, what do they do? Nothing, right? Nothing at all. It looks cool, and I respect that, but don't waste the weight and the PS in these things. Just get more armor or whatever you want to do. So that's what I have to say about that. Let's actually see it in action now. I don't know why, but when I was playing this, I did pretty well comparatively. Maybe I just played better, maybe I had a good team and played with the team. I wasn't rushing in, I wasn't wedging, I was just kind of supporting, hanging back, and got about 3 kills average, so that's actually pretty good for me, for any vehicle. So, congrats on that. So, here's what I did. This is the Dirky, a Blockboy. Now, let me walk you through a couple of things over here. First of all, I traded the Colossus for a Hot Red, and that means I can downgrade my Jenny. And notice difference in PS. This one is 6228, this one is 6586. So definitely the PS went down. Durability of this is 778. Durability here is 1079. So definitely want to get that 1000 HP threshold. Now, I know what you're trying to do. The bumpers don't add HP, but they do kind of block stuff and do protect things. So it's like that's kind of a compromise. I think I'd rather have the HP though, because those bumpers that you had before didn't really do a whole lot. So this is a proper bumper now, protecting this frame over here instead of that melee bit. And I took out the Aurora because it didn't quite, you know, do anything on its own. And I added one more blockchain. So I decided, you know what? This is a blockchain build. Let's make this all about the blockchain. I don't like how I can't shoot as I'm running away, but you know, the Aurora didn't do a whole lot of damage anyway. Here, yes, you want to protect these wheels, I understand that, so what I said, instead of doing that, let me do the standard 5th wheel in the middle to try to kind of give some redundancy. If this is shot off, you can still drive more or less. See, not too bad at all. And I kind of forgot about the wedge. This is not quite a wedge, but it does ram, it does protect blockchains ever so slightly. And wherever I could, I added little bits of HP here on the sides. So does it do better? I can't promise anything. I think philosophically, it's a better build that just kind of makes more sense, but practical, maybe not. Okay, this one. So I think what really helps blockchain is low power score. It's not quite there yet. It has a really good perk. It does okay damage. The range is extremely improved from what it used to be, so it's pretty damn good. However, I think as soon as you get to some other decent weapons, it just does not hold its own. My team is gone. Oh, that's bad. There goes a wheel. That's what this is supposed to do. Take off wheels of Jamie. It's only Jamie. Alright, Jamie. Let's get a back hill. And then we go back to the drawing board. And get some frames off you. Possibly. No. No. Ow. Missiles. Still driving. That's why you like to have some... Whoa! Redundant wheels, for sure. This map again, we'll try to redeem ourselves. Ooh, Retcher's coming. Let's get some cover. And from here, can I shoot them? Probably. Yep. Not bad range, like I said. What are you doing, man? Just what? They're coming in the side, but there's a lot of Retcher fire, which is a bit scary. And there's these two guys over here. Whoops. Can still shoot him just pretty well. Yep, you again, huh? Hey. Come on, where are you? I see ya. Little bits of damage, Nothing to write home about. Boom. Yep, got some. Look at that. Got his back tires. Not bad. Come on, let's go. Yipes. Bite me, I shall. I remember you. Poof. Wow, got the frames that the guns were on. And he's gone. Whoa! That sucked. I don't like that. Run away! Oh! I don't like that. No. Oh no. Ay, kamikaze. I am curious though. I do want to see what would happen if I actually get a cab with a perk to help us out. It will increase the PS, but hey. Reloading on. Oh, triggers. Oh, triggers. Let's just take care of her quickly. Here is... Oh, cool. That's why it's okay to shoot bots, because they do actually lure some of the enemy team into us. I'm gonna stay towards the back and hide a little bit. Mary, are you close enough? Yes. Whoop, I lost a gun apparently. Whoops. There we go, stay by the turrets actually, it's pretty safe. So if nothing else, I'm luring him into turrets. Still being helpful. Destroyed, cool. Get him out of the air at least. Almost. Come on, shoot hovers and frames good. Now he's sitting pretty and go for this guy and help out my friend Ash. Come on, reload. Ah. Good job, everyone. Poof. Pam. Poof. Poof. And victory. Alright, good teamwork. Let's get the Julie. Boom, destroyed actually. Not bad, taking that. Ow. That's not a good idea. Let's not stick our heads... Okay, there he is. This guy over here. Kinda wanted to get him, but he may have some boomy. Something is glowing in the front of his build that I don't like. You're going to lose. Okay. Thank you for that vote of confidence. There. Captain something. Try to help you out a little bit. Boom. Destroyed. Damn. Yeah, you're gonna lose. And thanks for the confidence. Jeez, man. Where am I going? I'm getting myself stuck. Dude. Got him a little bit. On fire. Boom. Assist. Victory! You're gonna lose? What are you talking about, man? Alright guys, even at 7k, these blockchains are still kinda holding their own. Not too bad. Not the perfect build. I'd probably do this from scratch and just start over. However, pretty decent. I hope we got some good general building pointers. And now the one, thank you for the build, and enjoy Blockboy. It's pretty good. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Thank you for this. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Don't drop that Dirk, hey, don't drop that Dirk.